This year, Metropolitan Family Services has continued to embody community connection, impacting thousands of clients and families throughout metropolitan Chicago, Cook and DuPage counties, and beyond. As we evolve and redefine what support and community look like through one lens, we're excited about accomplishments made in 2022 and look forward to what's to come. Let's take a look at what our centers have been up to in 2022.
The over 25 programs that we service here and the 140 staff that we have here are dedicated and compassionate and come to work every day to serve families. So if we support the staff, we can support the families. That then makes it a better community to live in. Through COVID, we became very creative on how we provided services. We were able to grow. Rapid rehousing was one of our programs where we grew. We're growing our behavioral health arm, which is very, very much needed in this community. We are now over 140 staff and over 25 programs. So we are moving into the Riverdale community, so excited to go a little bit further south to provide more services to more families. We are also expanded with our Reimagine program, which is providing services to youth that might be involved in the juvenile justice system that may have some sort of trauma. So we are excited to expand in that field as well. I did ask the Calumet staff, why do you work at Calumet? Literally everybody responded, I do it because of the community, I do it because of the clients, I do it to help others. We have a food pantry that was started during the pandemic and the civil unrest. Of course, that's one of the needs of our community. And we've continued it on for over 2 years now, but it wouldn't be successful without the group of staff that volunteer, rain, snow, sleet, or hail, 12 months out the year, to bring the food to the families in the community. Last year, there were over 2,000 families that came out to get food, so that's a big impact on this community.
Have a great one.
This year, over 1,300 clients and nearly 2,000 families were impacted by DuPage Family Shelter Service domestic violence programs. And over 3,700 families were impacted by the behavioral health programs at DuPage. The DuPage Center had 36,033 clients this year. That's over 10,000 more clients than in 2021. Over 2,100 children have been impacted by early learning and educational programs at our DuPage centers.
There are a lot of challenges out there, and people need to count on something that they can hang their hat on. And I believe Southwest and the services and programs that we offer out of our locations is just that. One such area, we are expanding our crisis services. Started implementing a behavioral health redesign model. It's a team approach that I think is going to result in a better service delivery experience, not only for our clients, but also for our staff. Being able to offer behavioral health services to this community means healthy families and strengthening the community. One of my fondest memories is one of our psychiatrists would walk in the building, and as soon as he walked in the building, the support team would just yell out his name, "Hello, doctor," and they would say his name, and I just thought, wow, that would feel really good to come to work and hear that kind of a greeting. And honestly, I've only seen it at Southwest. We embody empowerment. And so that's what I love about Metropolitan Family Services is the work that we do. It results in people being empowered, to live their best lives and improve their quality of life.
Percent of participants in workforce development programs completed their job readiness training, and 63% of participants increased their financial net worth by paying off debts or increasing household income. The Midway Center is expanding for the first time in years, gaining more space and a refreshed look to better serve our clients. And after 38 years, Executive Director Lori Cedio is retiring this year.
When you walk in this door, not only do you get the red carpet treatment, you feel with our facilities and our site, like this is like a great place. You look at one program alone, domestic violence. In domestic violence, we only used to service people impacted by domestic violence. And then we added on clinicians because it's like, what about our children? So we added on serving the children impacted by domestic violence. Our high schools were telling us we need prevention programs. So we started doing prevention programs at high schools. Behavioral health. We used to offer just behavioral health only for children in Skokie. We have tripled in terms of who we're offering, and now it's to children, to families, to adults, and to seniors, to those in an adopted relationship. It's really, I would say, client-focused, community-focused. Another great and exciting new program, thanks to the Rala Claypack Foundation, we have the Mexican music program with Sones de Mexico Ensemble. So it's the first time that we'd be offering music at Metro, and in addition to offering music, we do have scholarships that are provided by the Rala Claypack Foundation. So we wanted to test the market, and we thought, let's have a summer camp. There were so many good rippling effects thanks to the investment of families being committed. It was something new, and we constantly get calls saying, when are the music classes starting? They're starting up in January, so we're so excited. We have our teacher manual, we have our lessons, and we're really excited as this new program. Our clients were like, it's your commitment that we're looking for. And so when we look at partnerships, we want people that can lean in and step up, because we know that we're in this together. And so if your involvement is you're part of the staff, you're part of the team doing the direct service, great. You're a client, you're part of the Metro family. You're a donor, you're part of our Metro family, because you make this possible. You want to come and volunteer, you make this possible as well.
This year, nearly 2,000 families were impacted by Southeast Chicago's behavioral health programs and services. And about 400 families were impacted by the Gerst Family Young Fathers Program.
The support we receive from the community really has allowed us to expand our services and be responsive to community self-identified needs. And we've gone from basically a unit that was about 22 people to today being 64 people in a matter of 4 years. So we've nearly tripled our size, and we've expanded all our areas of practice. And we've done some, I think, very innovative things. We are one of the only organizations in the country that has legal services embedded at a shelter for victims of domestic violence. We are working with anti-gun violence programs to provide services that might not realize that people truly need. For us to be able to help people maybe get a record expunged and get them on a path towards having a job that helps them provide for their families is very important. We've tried to come back to our roots as, Legal Aid Society has been around for over 100 years, and much of the work we're trying to do is change systems that don't bring about justice. And so we've launched our Impact Litigation Initiative, and we filed our first class action lawsuit just about a month ago. We're very proud that the support we receive is allowing us to do this work and hopefully bring about meaningful change. The Legal Aid Society holds a very unique and sort of place of responsibility within the legal aid community. We are the largest legal aid organization that doesn't receive legal services funding from the government. And that allows us to represent anyone and to do the kind of work that we're doing now. Our ability to work within Metropolitan Family Services, to be in those communities, to be right there, learning from community partners and from our clients as to what are the real needs they have, I think allows us to really be responsive and to be visionary in trying to create programs that address those needs.
MPI was created to support Communities Partner for Peace, which is a coalition of local providers who provide a combination of street outreach, case management, light in the night, and victim services. What makes MPI unique and special is our main client is our partner organizations. We exist to support them and to support the growth of our local organizations. One of our principles is hyperlocality, which means that the strength of the local organizations is really what's gonna transform our communities, and it's people who are from those communities, who live in those communities, who have lived experience in those communities, that if they're better and we can play a role in supporting them, that we're doing our job across the city to make this city a better place to live. We believe that the civilian infrastructure we're building across the city of Chicago is going to pay dividends in the long term. This year, we're down year over year about 15% and 20% as it relates to homicides and shootings. The next 3 years, MPI will have a physical location for its Metropolitan Peace Academy. Hopefully that'll happen, within the next 6 to 9 months. We will increase our capacity to train as the support for community violence intervention work has grown. The demand for our training has grown, and so we want to meet that demand. I also see us moving into the policy and advocacy space. So I think there's a greater role for us to play in terms of making our city a safer city.